Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we are out here on the Limes Playground map, and we are going to be having a backflip contest between these four vehicles. Now, from left to right, we have TC's Yeetmobile Mud Truck, of course, in its top tune. We then have the, let's see, what was that? The 63 Mega? I believe it's the 63 Mega. I almost got the year wrong, but I'm 99.9% sure the 63 Mega. And of course, I'll know when I get out of free cam and actually get into it to drive it. Then we have Monster Max 1, and then followed up shortly after that, we have Monster Max 2. Now, I'm not sure if all of these are going to be able to do a backflip or not, but it's a little bit more of, it's like half of a competition and half of almost research and science to see if I can actually pull off a backflip in more than just one of these vehicles, because I have a pretty strong idea that the 63 Mega will be able to do one, but the other three, I'm not completely sure. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump straight into it and see what these vehicles can do, and I'm going to run in the, let's see, the Yeetmobile Mud Truck first. So we're going to probably do this in high mode on the suspension, and let's go ahead and fire it up and see what it's got. Now, this thing does have the 1700 horsepower engine in it, so speed is not going to be a problem. It's also got the, whoa, it's also got the race transmission. So let me go ahead and drive it down here and see if I can jump the plane. I probably can. I'm going the wrong way, but I don't think it's going to care. Whoa! I may or may not have flipped it, but it's completely fine. Don't worry about the fact that we flipped it. The fact that we flipped it is neither here nor there, and we can go ahead and, like, pop it right back on its wheels. It's all good. It's fine. All right, repair and refuel. Good to go. Now, making a run for that backflip ramp. I think I'm going to do a slow approach, and then I'm going to throw it into high. That seems to be the most effective way to do this, at least from what I've found in doing it in other vehicles. But let's see what you can do, and go. Oh, it hits the front end. Bro, I was not expecting it to hit the front end. I honestly wasn't. I was expecting it to have enough clearance with it being in high mode on the suspension that it wouldn't have to worry about that. But, like, God, I'm actually, again, like I said before, very surprised that it had that problem. So let me see if I can get you. Oh, my God. You're going to be difficult, aren't you? Yeah, you're going to be really difficult. So we're going to grab the 63 Mega, and we're going to use it to go over there and rescue the Yeetmobile, because apparently the Yeetmobile does not want to flip back onto its wheels. I'm not done with my attempts of doing a backflip in it yet, because I do feel like it's got the ability. Oh my God. Quick Winch just never wants to go to the right spot, does it? There we go. I was going to say, we'd be able to get it back onto its wheels a lot quicker if Quick Winch decided to work properly, but you know. All right, little hop of a jump. Let me make sure we're in high mode. Now we are. All right, let's get you turned around and give it one more go. One more go is what we need. And I might try a slightly different spot on the takeoff this time, because that might have been my issue before. I tried right in the middle, but it looks like the ground goes up a little higher over here. So let's try that and go. Well, it tried. It almost did one. It was really close. I mean, it was really, really, really close. All right, let's try one in the 63 Mega now and see if this one, it can't necessarily go up and down in this suspension type. It's not active, but I want to try it with this suspension, and if this one bottoms out and doesn't work, we're going to switch. Now, the tires are big, but not necessarily like the biggest we can go, but I don't necessarily think we need to go that big in order to actually make it go all the way around. So let's see what this thing has. I'm going to approach slowly, bump the clutch a couple times and go to high. Oh, wow. That did not work very well. I've done this before here with this truck, and it did it a whole heck of a lot better than that. So I think I might try it in automatic mode this time, actually, because I need to maintain the speed. I also might need to do a higher suspension. That's probably holding this thing back a lot. And let's see. Let's actually, you know what? Let's do race. We'll do race, and then we'll do some gigantic tires. That way, if we do some gigantic race tires, we might be able to kind of keep it from bottoming out and also be able to keep its momentum going all the way up and around. Still not quite enough momentum. Like, it's the right idea, but it's not quite enough momentum. I think I can make it happen. I think I can make it happen. If I approach it in automatic and then really throw it into high right at the bottom. Yes, please. What? No! Dude! It wants to do one so bad. It wants to do a backflip so bad. I am so close to making this thing do a backflip. I know I am. And the crazy part is, I've done one on stream in this thing. I literally cannot remember what the actual, like, what the best setup is to make it do a backflip. I'm just gonna, like, approach it at really high speed this time. It wants to do one so bad. And that's the, like, that's the crazy part about it, is that, like, you can tell that this thing wants to do one so bad, but it's not quite there. Let's try Monster Max 1. Now, Monster Max 1 has never really been a backflip-focused vehicle, but I kind of feel like it's still worth a try. I've never tried to backflip this vehicle off of this particular set of crates, but I'll give it a try in high range this one time. It wants to. It's just like the speed and the way it bottoms out is really kind of holding it back a ton. So I think if I can get this thing to keep its speed, the only problem is it's got this, like, it's got this weird, you know, this weird amount of suspension compression to where, you know, when you run it into the ramp, it's gonna compress all the way and bottom out. Okay, no. It's not gonna want to flip over all the way. Unless I manually select the winch point that I want. Now, I know it's kind of different than the way you would normally do this, but what if I approached it sideways? I wonder if that would kind of help, like, help keep it from bottoming out. Come on. I mean, it launches it farther, but it doesn't really help with the flip. Yeah, it launches it farther, but it really doesn't help with the flip. Now, Monster Max 2, I feel like, is not necessarily going to even come close to doing one, but I just want to see how close it can get. If it bottoms out the suspension entirely, I'm going to be actually a little surprised. All right, first time trying this thing ever on this jump. Not even jump, but... What? What? That was the last thing I expected to do a successful backflip right here. That was the last thing I expected to do a successful backflip. Hang on. Going at it again. It's like the world's slowest backflip, but it does one. And I think the fact that it does one is crazy enough in itself to be, like, surprised about. But, like, the fact that it does it so slow. Now, it didn't exactly do one the second time, but that first time, I cannot believe we pulled out of there with a backflip. I cannot believe that. All right, I'm going to go back and try one again. And, whoa. And honestly, it just made more sense to me to recover and drive it back than it did to try to winch this thing back onto its wheels. Because at the end of the day, I mean, if you're trying to winch this thing back onto its wheels and it's completely flipped over, you've got one heck of a task on your hands. You really do. And get off of the tree. What are you doing? When this thing gets bound up in some trees, it's really sketchy. Now, thankfully, this little monster area, or monster truck arena, is very close to the garage, and even if you have to recover, it's a very short drive to get back, like, extremely short, honestly. And I just can't believe that we landed a backflip in Monster Max 2 before we landed a backflip in the 63 Mega. That, to me, is absolutely nuts. Oh, it needed to be closer. I knew it. I knew it needed to be closer. Okay, because the last time I did it, I actually, like, activated high range right at the bottom of the ramp, and I feel like that's gotta be, like, the way to do this. That's gotta be the way. Can you get up over this obstacle? I've never actually even tried. I feel like it's probably fine, but... No! Hold on. All right, we're gonna try you again. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yep, we're good. Had to go back into auto. What? Okay, it tumbled over forwards. Let's forget we ever tried that one and just go back to the monster arena because I'm not necessarily a fan of that obstacle. That obstacle is silly. Although it's not necessarily a silly obstacle. It's only silly that I've been attempting it in Monster Max 2. Should have known that Monster Max 2 was going to probably go over forwards right there, but it's fine. Do not worry about it. I'm surprised it doesn't really sink at all in this mud. Now, granted, this mud isn't really all that deep, but, like, this thing is extremely heavy, and the tires are very wide. Come on, let's go. I just want one more successful backflip out of it. Now that I know that this thing can do it, I'm, like, determined to do at least one more. I want to do at least one more so bad. Oh, God. Yeah, it really was all up for going up on 2 tires there, wasn't it? Come on. All right, stop, and... I just gotta remember to wait until the last possible second to get into high. It's all about that patience. Go! Now! Go, 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 go! Why didn't it do it? Was I just, like, ridiculously lucky that one time that I was able to get it to do it? Is that it? Was it, like, some ridiculous amount of luck that made it possible? I don't even know now. Because now I'm questioning what I did the first time. See, now this doesn't want to do one either. And now I'm trying the same strategy. Oh, this is so incredibly infuriating because now I'm, like, questioning the strategy that I used before. And I'm like, did that actually work? Or did I just think it worked and it was different than what actually happened? Bump the clutch and then go to high. No, now it bottoms out entirely. It won't even make it around the ramp. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. I can't believe that this is doing this now. I don't know how to, like... I don't even know how I would approach the concept of fixing that. Oh my god, it won't let me use this. Bruh. It'll let me use this one, but not the one on the back by the hook. It's like, no, you're not allowed to have that one. And I'm like, why not? Why not? It's right there. The game is so weird with these winch points sometimes. Like, with the way it works, in terms of, like, you know, telling you what winch points you can and can't use. It's like, it's so strange, man. It is so strange. That's not gonna let me flip it over, is it? That is no... okay. Wait a minute. We've got an opportunity to actually make it flip over here. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Wow. I find a winch point, and it's like, sorry, it's too weak. I'm like, okay. Yep, there you go. All right. One more attempt. I want one more attempt at making this thing do a backflip. I want that backflip in this thing again so bad. I don't want it to be like a one-time occurrence. I want to be able to actually know how to make it do it again. All right, let's get you just a little bit closer to the ramp. I think I would have to activate high right about here-ish. Maybe a little bit further forward. Maybe like here. Let's back up. Go. No, not enough momentum. Man, I figured that activating it, like, close up like that would be the key, but I guess I'm going to need to give it more room. The problem is when I gave it more room, it came in too fast and bottomed out the bumper into the crate. I cannot believe I got it that one time. That one time is mind-blowing to me, the fact that it was actually able to do it. And also, once again, the fact that Monster Max 2 was the one that was able to actually end up landing a backflip out of the 3 blows my mind. But if you guys enjoyed this video and if you have landed a backflip off of this backflip ramp, let me know what vehicle you used in the comment section down below. If you want to try this map out yourself, the map is Lime's Playground and it is available on the mod browser on console as well as PC. And hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and I will see y'all next time.